Minasan konnichiwa, dímelo familia. It's your boy Bardo San back for this week's edition of the Miramar Mondayz rundown. You already know what it is by now, man. You know how we doing it. You know where we at. We right here in Miramar. Switched up the set a little bit today, but we still in the same spot, still in the friendly confines. It's a home game today. So let's get to it, man. You know what it is. Miramar Mondayz rundown coming at you right now. Bow. Starting off with the music, as we always do. We got a brand spanking new single drop just for y'all, because you know it's Monday. This week we got D&D by yours truly, produced by yours truly. I'm hyped on this one. It's another banger. Keeping them coming. We keeping them going. We not stopping. We just going to keep hitting y'all over the head over and over and over until y'all understand. I think some of y'all are starting to understand now, but that don't mean we stopping anytime soon. So D&D is out right now. Definitely go check that out. High energy, hard drums, melodic as I do. But I think it's going to be a really fun one live, man. So make sure you catch me live when I pop out. That's going to be a fun one for sure. In case you were curious, in case you were wondering, D&D is actually the last single that I'm dropping from my brand spanking new EP, Miramar Mondayz Volume 1. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You heard me correctly. We got a brand new EP dropping very, very soon. I'm going to be announcing the date soon. Don't worry. We haven't emptied the whole clip. We got something special on there for y'all, so make sure you go check that out when it drops. And again, as the name suggests, this is just Volume 1, so stay with me because we still going. We still moving. Super excited about this EP. Been working on it for quite a while now. Got some songs you might be familiar with if you've been following since week 1. If not, we got some new stuff for you. And even if you have been following since week 1, there's some new stuff for you as well. So check that out when it drops. But for right now, D&D is out, so make sure you go bump that, man. It's out on all streaming. As always, it's available on my website to buy and download at whereisbardo.com/Miramar Mondayz. So go check that out, man. Appreciate y'all. Moving on to the video side of things, I got to start with some apologies. My bad. I told y'all that No Borders was coming out last week, and we had a couple delays. Blame the editor. He's dragging. Any complaints about the delays, send them to my editor. You can follow him everywhere at Bardo San Official and let him know how you feel about this episode not coming out last week. But to cut him some slack, we still working. I gave him an extension. You know, I gave him a little bit more time. I gave the team some more time to get things together, put the finishing touches on everything, making sure that thing is perfect for y'all. And it will be dropping soon. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the newest episode of No Borders. I appreciate y'all patience. It will not go in vain, I assure you. Moving right along, your Japanese word of the week this week is yabai. Yabai is an extremely versatile word in Japanese. It's one of those words that exist in a lot of languages where it starts off meaning one thing and then it turns into a slang term that pretty much means the opposite. The literal translation of yabai is something close to dangerous or risky or bad, but over the years within like Japanese pop culture, it's pretty much transformed to mean the opposite. So the best way that I would translate yabai would be like sick or insane. You know, like two words that in their literal meanings are bad things, that are negative things, but people say them all the time, like, oh man, that song was sick, that movie was insane, that, you know what I mean? Kono sushi ga yabai oishii desu. This sushi is insanely delicious. Kono uta ga yabai. This song is sick. Got it? Dope. I actually wasn't familiar with the word yabai when I was living in Japan. I learned the word later on as I was older, but as soon as I learned it, it immediately brought up this memory from being back in Japan and taking a trip with my mom and my little brother to Nagoya. So we lived in Tokyo. My dad played for a basketball team in Tokyo, and he had a teammate named Kurt Portman. Shout out Kurt and the whole Portman family. And he was the big man on their team. He got traded to the team in Nagoya, but we all remained really tight. We all remained really close. So when Kurt ended up getting traded, my mom, my brother, and I took a day or so to go visit them down in Nagoya. We ended up going to dinner, and I just remember, I don't know where this place was. I don't know if it still exists. I just remember walking through the biggest arcade I'd ever seen in my life, and everything was Sega branded. I don't know if it was like at the time, I don't know if Sega was headquartered there or whatever, but it was crazy. There were like Sonic plush dolls everywhere, and I was super into Sonic and Sega at that time because we had a Sega Saturn at the crib. That was all I used to play. Virtua Fighter, if you know, you know. Virtua Cop, if you know, you know. I was a big Sega kid. I was a Sega fan, so I walked in there. I was like, whoa, like my eyes just opened. My eyes were super wide. They had roller coasters indoors. They had these huge arcade games. They had these crazy VR machines and stuff like that. Not to mention the regular video games, but they had all these crazy machines, all this crazy technology that I had never seen. But that left an impression on me, man. I never forgot that, because honestly, I wanted to go back and get a Sonic doll, but we ended up leaving early. But I just remember being stunned and amazed and thinking to myself, this place is insane. Kono basho wa yabai. So there you go. Your Japanese word of the week, yabai. You're welcome. So to close things out this week, I gotta let you know what I'm listening to, and lucky for you, I made another list. First up on the list, we got Julio Del Hoyo and Aurelio Adasme con Cinturita Suelta. What can I say? It's a jam. They don't miss. I actually still haven't met Julio, but we definitely have a lot of mutual friends. I have a lot of respect for him as an artist, especially melodically. A lot of his melodic choices are really, really cool, really interesting, and just pretty to me. He's also flat out just got a great voice, and he's a great writer. He can not only sing, but he can rap super well. And I think this song showcases that really well, because the first half is real melodic, dancey, groovy. Definitely Aurelio's bag. Nice groovy sample, dusty feel, but danceable. And then the beat switches, and then we get away from the melody a little bit, and Julio starts spitting. And he definitely doesn't disappoint on this one. So make sure you go check that out, man. Shout out Aurelio and shout out Julio, man. Keep giving us that fire, man. I appreciate y'all. Cinturita Suelta. Go check that out. Second on the list, we got my Dominican brother from Chicago, Parihuachel. Dímelo, Parihuachel, que la que hay. Shout out my dude, man. Really talented vocalist. Great guy, man. Great vibes. Always bringing good energy. Always consistent, man. Like, every time I see him, it's just good vibes, bro. And it's been cool and supportive since day one. He puts on a great show, and he's a great musician. He's got a great ear for production. Dámelo is a perfect introduction to Parihuachel if you're not familiar. Swaggy Dominican groove on that thing, man. Beautiful backing vocals, beautiful production, and just layering and different textures within the production. I love it, man. I'm a fan, and that chorus is stuck in my head. Dámelo. Yo, that shit is hard, man. That chorus is super catchy, and it's been stuck in my head all week. Go check that out, man. Parihuachel, Dámelo. Yeah. Número 3 en la lista, we got my boy Roy, formerly known as Ralex. You might have seen him at the Super Bowl. You might have seen him if you came to La Residencia aquí in Puerto Rico, or any of the shows on Bad Bunny's Debí Tirar Ma Foto tour. This dude has had an incredible year and some change, man, and it's well deserved. He and I worked together on some production a couple years ago, and I really gained a lot of respect for the way he approaches his craft, the way he approaches his music, the way he treats his music. He's always got a lot of layers. He's always layering live instruments with digital production, which I love. He's always bringing that Loisa, that bomba, that Afro feel, which I connect to in a very special way. The chorus is catchy. The background vocals hit. The horns in the beginning just set you up and get you hyped for the high energy that's about to come. Great backing vocals. And at the end, he's got this dope switch up, and it gets like kind of spacey and stuff like that. The song definitely takes you on a journey, and it's a dope journey, man. I can't wait to get done with this so I can get back to listening to it and take the journey again. So shout out my boy Roy. Sigue rompiendo mi bro. I'm proud of you, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Make sure to check that one out. Let me know what you think of these recs. Let me know what you think of last week's recs if you haven't checked them out yet. And as always, let me know what you're listening to in the comments, man. Put me on. I'm trying to add to my musical palette as well. So I'd appreciate y'all letting me know what y'all bumping as well. But that's all we got for this week, man. I appreciate you joining me. As always, we will be back next week. Make sure to go check out D&D and stay tuned for Miramar Mondayz Volume 1, baby. And until next week, you know what it is. Miramar Mondayz, baby. Bardo San. Mucho amor, familia. Donde gato gozaimashita. And I'm out.